What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome into the Nesson Studios. I am Michaela Vernava, and standing by at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh are Zach Cox and Doug Kyde. So without further ado, let's welcome them in. Guys, it sounds pretty rowdy out there. I'm just curious, can you set the scene for us? This being a must-win game, really, for the Patriots, as these two teams are both in a race for the 1 seed in the AFC. Just what's the vibe down there among the team and the intensity among the players?
It's definitely pretty wild so far down here. There's a lot of fans, really even in our face right now. Steelers fans seem very psyched for this game. Lots of jerseys being worn all around the city over the last couple of years. We had some Uber drivers who were very excited about this game. One of them said this, it's a cakewalk for the Steelers. So a lot of confidence here from the Pittsburgh fan base. Lots of Patriots fans here, and it really kind of feels like a playoff atmosphere to me.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, our hotel is right downtown, and basically the entire lobby for the last 2 days has just been covered in black and gold. A lot of Steelers jerseys, a lot of Patriots fans down here too, but they're definitely kind of drowned out by all the Steelers fans they have around here. It definitely feels like a playoff atmosphere.
Yeah.
So sounds like it'll be a hostile environment for the Pats, and they are facing a bit of adversity with the injuries that they've had, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Alan Branch, Trey Flowers, Kyle Van Noy ruled out yesterday, and they're going against the Steelers offense that has the 3 killer bees, which is something the Pats didn't see all 3 of when they met the Steelers both times last season. So I'm just curious how you guys think their scheme will look defensively as they try to take on the Steelers offense.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Patriots with all the injuries. We even saw Eric Lee warming up before the game here, trying to test his ankle. So seems like he could be a game-time decision in this game. I'm sure you'll be watching this by the time inactives have been released. So, regardless of whether Lee is active or not, it's obviously that ankle injury is bothering him. So even if he does play in this game, he might not be a full participant. So then you're going down the line even further to maybe Marquise Flowers. Dietrich Wise would have to play a big role. Trey Flowers will be back, so that's going to be a good sign. But I mean, you need more bodies there than just Trey Flowers, than just Eric Lee, than just Dietrich Wise. So someone else is going to have to probably kick down from linebacker. Adam Butler might have to move over from defensive tackle. So it could be tough to stop the run against Le'Veon Bell, and it's really going to be tough to cover Le'Veon Bell in this game as well, because if Marquise Flowers has to take on more of a pass rushing role, which he did last week, that means that we could see a Landon Roberts back in coverage, and that really was a bad sign for the Patriots last week. Hit up a 47-yard catch to Kenyon Drake, and Le'Veon Bell is significantly better than Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, I think that could be a big X factor in this game, Le'Veon Bell being used in the passing game, because the Patriots historically have always been pretty bad at covering running backs in the passing game. We saw that last week. I mean, Patriots fans just have to shudder whenever they see a Landon Roberts splitting out to cover a running back split out wide. That happened with LaShawn McCoy a couple of weeks ago. The Bills weren't able to take advantage of it. It happened with Kenyon Drake last week, and the Dolphins were able to take advantage, and it resulted in a gain of about 50 yards. And Le'Veon Bell, like you said, one of the best receiving running backs in the NFL, and one of the best rushing running backs in the NFL. So, I mean, the Patriots, that's going to be a big factor in this game, whether they can limit Le'Veon Bell, and he's a very multifaceted running back. It's difficult to do. You can't just stack the box against him and kind of clog up the middle, because then he'll just go outside. So it's a very difficult task for them today.
So definitely they have their work cut out for them on that side of the ball. But offensively, Brady manhandled the Steelers in last year's AFC Championship game. They, of course, didn't look great in Miami last week, but now Gronk is back in the offense. And on top of that, without Ryan Shazier, the Steelers defense has been struggling a bit. So do you think that the Patriots will face really any or many obstacles against the Steelers D today?
Yeah, I think that Rob Gronkowski being back in this game is going to be huge. And like you said, it wasn't there in the AFC Championship game against the Steelers, but Chris Hogan was, and Chris Hogan really went off in that game. So I think they'll probably have to take Chris Hogan's stats from last year and kind of replicate those with Rob Gronkowski this week. We will see a little bit of Kenyon Britt. It seems like in this game the Patriots certainly could use another big-bodied receiver on the outside. Philip Dorsett hasn't been getting it done as an outside receiver. We'll probably still see more snaps out of him than Kenyon Britt, just for the fact that Kenyon Britt only came in 4 days ago, and he hasn't ever played in an offense similar to the Patriots system. So I don't know how much of Kenny Britt we'll see, but I think that he needs to make an impact in this game with Chris Hogan out.
Yeah, as productive as Rob Gronkowski has been throughout his career, really, against the Steelers, you can't win a game like this if you don't have any production from your wide receivers. And I don't know if this is really Brandon Cook's style of game. I mean, I think it's going to be a game for a bigger, kind of stronger wide receiver, which is what Britt is. So, but I do think this will be a Rob Gronkowski game. I mean, he's dominated the Steelers throughout his career. Tom Brady has dominated the Steelers throughout his career. And one thing I'm looking for in this game, after the Patriots kind of went off against the Steelers in the AFC Championship game, there was all this talk throughout all offseason that the Steelers are gonna play more man-to-man defense. Like they can't win against the Patriots if they play zone. This year they've played pretty much all zone. So I'm interested to see if that changes today. They're supposed to have Joe Hayden back, who fractured his leg a month ago. He's missed 4 games. He's probably their best cornerback on this team. So if he is back for this game, that is a really big boost for this Pittsburgh defense. But from what they've shown, they haven't really shown an ability to slow down Tom Brady. So interested to see if they can do that today.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, all I know for sure is that I'm really looking forward to this game. I think way more than I have any other game across the NFL this season. I think it's going to be a really good one, and you guys, I know, will have wall-to-wall coverage. So everyone, just make sure to keep it on at NESN.com for all your updates, and we will talk to you soon.